Hey everyone, this is ACIM Lesson 49, and we are welcoming the focused learner to a brand new explainer. Today is all about creating a deeply practical guidebook for finding profound inner peace, even when you're right in the middle of a totally chaotic, noisy world. We're going to look closely at the exact source text and build a really clear conceptual map for today's practice.
Our core lesson today is just so profound. God's voice speaks to me all through the day. Now, the foundational premise here is incredibly empowering. The text explicitly tells us that it is entirely possible to listen to this voice all day long without interrupting your regular everyday activities in any way. You don't have to pack up and retreat to a quiet mountaintop or completely stop living your busy life. Instead, we're assured that the part of your mind where truth abides is actually in constant communication with God, whether you're consciously aware of it or not.
Part 1. The Divided Mind. Okay, let's dive into this. Because to understand how we can possibly hear this voice all day while still going about our crazy routines, we have to look at the concept of the divided mind. Basically, your mind is operating on two very different frequencies. On one hand, you have the worldly mind. Think of it like a really loud, static-filled radio dial. This part functions in the physical world and obeys its chaotic laws. It's constantly distracted, disorganized, highly uncertain, and just frantic. It's the part of you stressing about errands, emails, and everyday life. But on the other hand, you have the mind of truth. This is a crystal-clear, calm broadcast. The part of your mind listening to the voice for God is calm, it's always at rest, and it is wholly certain. It lives in complete stillness, totally untouched by the static of the outside world.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is a specific instruction directly from the lesson text. It says, "The other part is a wild illusion, frantic and distraught, but without reality of any kind." We're literally being asked to fundamentally understand that the noisy, frantic part of our mind isn't even real. It's a total illusion. So the direct instruction for us today is to actively try not to listen to it. Instead, we are challenged to identify only with the part of our mind where stillness and peace reign forever. We want to try and hear a loving call reminding us that our Creator absolutely has not forgotten us.
Part 2. Reaching deep silence. So how do we actually tune our internal dial?
We understand the overarching problem now, that noisy mind that's constantly distracting us. So how do we fix it? Well, the lesson gives us a specific, highly practical blueprint for reaching deep silence. Let's walk through it together. Step 1. Listen in deep silence and be very still. Take a moment to just stop. Step 2. Open your mind. Step 3 is where the real heavy lifting happens. We're told to go past all the raucous shrieks and sick imaginings that cover up your real thoughts. You essentially have to intentionally bypass the riotous sights and sounds of the insane world that obscure your eternal link. Step 4. Sink deep into the peace that waits for you just beyond all that frantic noise. It is there, waiting patiently. And finally, Step 5. Reach your real home.
Beyond the insane world lies your real home, where you are truly welcome. The lesson reassures us, stating so clearly that you do not live in the frantic world. That is such a profound realization. We are trying to reach God. We're trying to reach the place where you are truly welcome. It's a beautiful, comforting reminder that your Creator hasn't forgotten you, and this peaceful, deep silence is exactly where you belong. You don't belong in the static. You belong in the stillness.
Part 3. Your daily practice schedule. Let's move to this and see how it builds.
Because we are shifting our energy back up now. We're moving into the literal, practical, daily habits required by the text. This isn't just theory anymore. It requires dedicated action from us today. Here is the exact pragmatic schedule laid out in the source. First, you need to complete at least 4 5-minute practice periods today, and honestly, more if possible. During these periods, you should actually try to hear the voice reminding you of God and of yourself. Second, repeat today's core idea very frequently throughout the day. You can do this with your eyes open when necessary, so it doesn't disrupt your daily routine, but be absolutely sure to sit quietly and close your eyes whenever you can, realizing that you are intentionally inviting God's voice to speak to you.
I really want to highlight the number 4 here. That is the absolute minimum amount of 5-minute practice periods needed today. A profound point the text makes is that we should approach these happiest and holiest of thoughts with complete confidence. By dedicating these 4 small windows of time, we are literally joining our will with the will of God. He wants you to hear His voice. He gave it to you specifically to be heard.
Part 4. Final review. So the crucial point is, as we wrap up this explainer, we need to bring all of these structured steps right back to the central thesis.
Let's reiterate the main lesson statement powerfully one more time. God's voice speaks to me all through the day. Never forget that your Creator has not forgotten you. The truth is abiding quietly in your mind right now, and it's in constant communication with God. You just have to make the conscious choice to tune out the static of the world to hear it.
To make this as easy as possible, here is your final practice cheat sheet summarizing the rules. You need to do this at least 4 times today, for 5 minutes each. And remember to repeat the core idea frequently, keeping your eyes closed when possible. If this explainer provided a helpful blueprint for your daily mindfulness journey, please take a quick second to like and subscribe. It really helps us continue breaking down these complex topics into clear guides for you.
I'm going to leave you with this final provocative question. Will you choose to tune out the frantic world and listen to the stillness today? Take a deep breath, embrace the silence, and perhaps let your first 5-minute practice period begin right now.